Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve the problem 1 on LeetCode to sum. This is an easy categorized problem on LeetCode and I've seen this problem in lots of interviews as one of the problems for online coding rounds. Let's start with the problem statement. Given an array of integers nums and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution and you may not use the same element twice. You can return the answer in any order. So let's look up with an example. So we are given an array nums, which is 2, 7, 11, and 15, and we want to reach a target 9. Okay. And we need to return the indices. So if we see in this, we need to get the two indices, which on summing the values of those two indices give us a target 9. So we see 2 and 7 give us a target 9. If the answer was, if the target was, let's say 13, then we would have returned 0 for 2 and 11. So 0, 1, 0 and 2. Let's look at another example. It says nums is 3, 2, 4 and the target is 6. So here if we see that the output is 1 and 2, basically 4 and 2 combined will give us 6. Now let's look how we can solve this problem. So you are given a nums array 2, 7, 11, 15, and we want to reach a target of 9. Let's first see what are the different sums that we can generate from summing up two values from this array. 2 plus 7, 9, 2 plus 11, 13, 2 plus 15, 17, 7 plus 11, 18, 15 plus 11, 27, then 7 plus 15, 22. So all these sums are possible by summing two indices, or rather two values at these indices. And if we find that particular target, we return those two indices. Let's take another example with a smaller array 3, 2, and 4. Now, what are the different target sums possible? 3 plus 2, 5, 3 plus 4, 7, 2 plus 4, 6. And in our case, where if you want to reach a target say, we need to return index for number 2 and 4. Now let's see how we can solve this problem. The first solution is by using two loops. Create two loops starting from 0 and fix one digit from that number and then iterate from on the rest of the array. So basically we start with I equal to 0 and then pick another loop with j as 1 and 2 till the end of the array. And then we constantly compute the sum. So we start with 3 as my zeroth element, and my j loop will start with 1. So 3 plus 2 will give me a sum 5, and then when j is 2, it will give me a sum of 7. So I have possible sums of 5 and 7. Is any of these my target sum? If yes, then I return the I and the j values. If no, I continue. Let's say now if my I is 1, so I am starting at index 2. So now with j is equals to 2, I would add 4 and reach a target sum of 6. Is this what I need? Yes. So I just return the two indexes 1 and 2. But this solution takes an order n square time. Is there a better solution possible? Yes. A better solution is by using a map. What is a map? A map is just a key value store where you have your unique keys and a corresponding value that we can store. In our case, we would be using the values as my key and the index at which it is stored as my value. So we'll create a map with 2 index 0, 7 is 1, 11 is 2, 15 is 3. Okay, now we will iterate over this map and see if while iterating, if the target minus value exists. If it exists, then we have found a solution. If it doesn't, then we will put the value and the index inside the map for the next iteration. This takes order n time and order n space. Let's see a working sample of it. Now that we know how to solve this problem, let's quickly jump on to the code for it. Initialize a map of integers, which is a hash map. I'm using Java as a language. You can transfer this code to any language of your choice. Now we iterate over the nums array and just initialize a variable called value. The Other value that we want to find is the target minus num_i, and this is captured in this int variable find. Next, we see if this value is already there in the map. If it's not in the map, I just put the value inside it. So on the first iteration, we won't have any value, so we will just put the value, let's say 2 and an index 0 into our iteration. Next, when we reach a value of 7, now my value would be 7, my find would be 2, and I will see that it already contains the value find. And I am not using the value twice, which means that I'm not using that index. Since now I have found the answer, I'll just return a new integer with the actual index and I'll just hit run, and all the cases have passed, so I can just hit submit. And I hope you liked the video. Do watch out for more such content. Peace.